Hey there. Picked up some issues yesterday, starting with IDW Transfusion Vampires versus Robots, issue number 1. Now, this book, my comic book store actually got 17, I believe he said, and by the time I got there around 2 p.m., there was only 2 left, and I grabbed this one, and this other guy behind me came and grabbed it, so he sold out really fast at my local comic book store, and also 2 other comic book shops that are around my area, because one of my friends wanted this, and they're all sold out. This is written by, of course, the story is written by Steve Niles. It's something different, that I've read. It's about, of course, robots taking over the world. The humans made the machines for their use, but ended up the robots took over, of course, the world. There's only humans and vampires left, and the search for food and blood, starts. The art, I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's not the worst. It's very, it's dark, which I really love. You see red, charcoal, black and white, gray. It's just very simple colors, but it's very like watercolor. You know what I mean? It's just, it's nicely done. Again, it's just very simple art. Story is very simple. Not a lot of writing in this book. A lot of narrating, of course. Not a lot of just bubbles popping up everywhere. It's about humans. In this one, it was more about a bunch of humans and vampire searching for food and blood. And what they encounter is they find the robots, which are these guys here, and of course they take half the humans out, but the vampire lives. The vampire goes after one of the robots, which he kills, and there's a bunch of groups of humans and vampires, which I understood in the story, but it's a very, very simple story, very simple writing. Art was very simple, but $3.99, I don't know if it's worth paying $3.99 for it, but it's Steve Niles, and the story was good, so I'm definitely going to be back to pick up number 2 just to see where this is headed. So, if you like Steve Niles, it's a must pick up. Next one, Point of Impact by Image. It's part 1 of part 4. I read somewhere that if this does good with which they're thinking it will, they're going to make it into a regular series. And of course, it is black and white, the drawing, which I really love. It's about this character. Well, first of all, there's this couple on a date, and next thing you know, their roof just caves in. And as they get out, they see there's a body on top of their roof. There's this character named Mitch, which I'm understanding is a cop who does the work behind the desk, of course. And his wife, Nicole, if I'm not mistaken, Nicole, who he finds out later on that is, well, doesn't find out, but in the beginning it shows that she's actually cheating on him with some guy. And as Mitch is going home, his friend says, hey, you know what, I just heard on the radio that they found a body on the top of a car, a female. So, and of course he goes home and finds a burglar in the house, which he gets into a fight with, but the burglar was mostly there to take a laptop. But while he was fighting the burglar, he notices this symbol right here on his arm. So as he, of course, fights the burglar beats him and takes off. There's 2 detectives that comes to his door, and tells him, we need to talk to you, and he's like, okay, what's going on? Well, we're looking for your wife. Is she here? No, not if she is, but we came to talk to you about Nicole. Well, she's not here. Well, he's like, so the two detectives like, I don't know how to tell you this, but your wife is dead. And the wife is the one that landed on the top of the car. So, as the detectives tell him, he's just shocked, like, what just happened? There was a call that was made to her cell phone by the person that she's sleeping with, and the person turned out to be Patrick Bone, who also did a search for him on the computer, which is this guy also that has that symbol. So there's something's going on with his wife, and that involves him, a laptop, and this guy. So the story is really good. I really enjoyed it. It was just very nicely written, very easy to understand, and makes you want to find out what's going to happen next. So of course I'm definitely going to be back for number 2. The book is written by Jay Ferber, and art is by Corey Corano. So this book is supposed to be really good, I hear. That's why I picked it up. So I'm definitely going to be back for number 2. My next one is Uncanny Avengers, number 1. I got this cover because I couldn't wait anymore. Earlier this week, or actually last week, I ordered the Deadpool cover, which was the Call Me Maybe, and the Uncanny Avengers Babies, Uncanny Avenger Babies cover one. Rick Remender is freaking awesome. You can tell a huge difference in this book from Marvel and Marvel Now, where Rick Remender just takes it to a whole new level. You can tell the difference in writing and how nice this first issue is written. I loved it. Each page I turned, I just wanted more. I just couldn't wait to just turn it and find out what's going to happen. I can't wait for number 2, to tell you the truth. It was just nicely written. He's such a talented writer. It starts off with Wolverine at the cemetery, giving his speech about Perfect Xavier, what he stood for, who he was, what the world meant to him, everything meant to him, how he led by example, and how he loved this one person like a son, loved him like his own son, betrayed him, and on and on and on. And while that's going on, Alex Summers actually goes and visits Cyclops and tells him, hey, today was Xavier's funeral, and telling him, didn't you learn anything? Was it worth it? You knew what happened to Jean Grey and all that stuff. And his Cyclops was like, what, just in case you didn't raise your hand first time around, it was just saying you shouldn't be criticizing me and blah blah blah. So Cyclops is just he's just a very, very different character. Watching him, you can tell where he was and now and going forward, he's just going to be a very different man. Alex is like, Xavier, he taught you, and just everything that Xavier taught you. And he's like, I'm my own person. I watched, I spent my whole life fighting for Professor Xavier's dream. I learned better. So, they're just going at it. And Alex is like, what? Then you killed him. And he walks out. So as Alex walks out from the place where Cyclops is held, you see Captain America and Thor waiting for him and saying, hey, let's go have coffee or something and let's talk. And Captain America is like, what? I want you to join the Avengers, but I want you to do more. I want you to lead a team. And, you have a clean record. You are Cyclops' brother. They will all look up to you and trust you. and all that good stuff. And Cyclops, you know what? I mean, Alex is like, you know what? No, I'm not the right person, but you are. And you have a clean history. Wolverine, he has his past. So, um, then you also have, then you have, then they go into battle with this guy named Avalanche. But Avalanche is like, once he just went, did his thing, just did some destruction, and then when Captain America got to him, he just jumped off. And then it switches to Scarlet Witch paying her respects to Professor Xavier, and Rogue tells her, she needs to get away. It was your fault. All this happened. And then you see a team just come, and it seems like they took one of them or both of them. They kidnapped them. And then towards the end, you see the Red Skull, and he's holding Professor Xavier's brain, and he's got the body there. He's holding his brain. He's got, I have the most powerful mind in my hand, and he's gonna raise, of course, menace towards the mutants. He wants to destroy the mutants. So it was a really good first issue. I can't wait for number 2. I'm definitely going to continue collecting Uncanny Avengers and pick up Deadpool, Fantastic Four, and the all-new X-Men, which I'm really excited about. How they're going to bring, how Cyclops is the main focus of that storyline. It seems like, to come to the future and take care of the Cyclops in the future and talk to him. What I read was that Cyclops is going to have will continue down the line to have a major role, become a major character once again, which, well, he already is, but take him to the next level. And I guess he's supposed to get his own team in the future to come and all this stuff. So, awesome issue. Definitely going to be back for the next one. And my last one in the pick of the week is Batman number 13, Death of the Family. And this cover just says it all. Man, Snyder is freaking awesome. I thought the whole Night of Owls was twisted, was awesome, and before the whole DC relaunch started, the ending of the Detectives, the Joker and everything, this is just gruesome. I mean, you have the Joker in the police department standing, and one by one he takes the whole entire police department out. I mean, he kills everybody, breaks their neck, shoots them, and of course Gordon's the only person that's left. So Joker comes back, after a year of missing. He's like, you know what, I missed Batman. I missed you. I'm back now. I want to play. Will you play with me? But this time, of course, you got Damian, the son, and everybody else. And you got Batgirl now. So I'm really, really looking forward to see what's going to happen and how crazy this is going to get. Joker, you can tell Joker's in the next level, just crazy. This is like the real Joker. Mentally crazy, just psychotic. It's like, holy crap. It's not the Joker that was 2, 3, 4 years ago. This is like a whole new level of just craziness, madness. His face is like all holding together by the mask. The thing. And I'm just excited that this is the true Joker. This is Joker how it's meant to be. It's not that like 5 years ago kind of a Joker. This is the real Joker, the one that's gonna kill you, is gonna mess you up and just destroy you, rip you apart, and just make you suffer. And it's awesome. It's twisted. Of course, he comes back. He's taking everything, it seems like, from where it all started. How it all began, I guess. And he just wants Batman to know that he's back, and he's gonna raise hell, and he's here to play with Batman and just drive him crazy again. He wants the mayor dead, so he's got 24 hours to kill the mayor. But as Gordon and Batman is guarding the mayor, it's actually all the cops that become crazy. So Batman is like, holy shit, it's not the mayor, it's the cops. He did some kind of a compound, some kind of a um, boundary compound that got in them and just killed them. And then you see, of course, the Red Hood. So the Joker lowers Batman away and takes him where it all started, where it all began, where all this happened. But as he's taking him, it's, of course, the Joker's sidekick. She's back. But what's crazy about her is that she's not the same person. She knows that it's not the same Joker anymore. He's different. Harley knows that it's a different Joker. It's a different game now, and you can tell by the look on her face. She's not happy, smiling, or jumping around anymore. So they trap Batman inside this container, and I guess toxic or something starts coming in. And towards the Batman's saying, what, hey, Hillary, get me out of here. She's like, I can't. And Batman just wants to know where the Joker is. So next thing you know, the Wayne Manor, the doorbell rings, and as Alfred opens, you got Joker standing right there. He's like, holy shit. So I don't know if Joker knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman or what's going on, but he's at the manor. So after that, you see Joker by Harley, and he tells her to take your clothes off. So she takes her clothes off, puts on a white shirt, a black jacket, and he's got a blade that you cut your beard with. He's like, what, I'll need you to cut yourself up. And he starts laughing, and she's like, no, I don't want to do that. So you see her crying, tears start to come out. Don't you find me attractive, or but so Harley's like, okay, will this hurt? No, your eyes will hurt because they get dry and blah blah blah. So you hear Joker cutting, but next thing you know, Joker's like, you're gonna see everything red or something like that. So he cuts, but next thing you know, Harley's whole thing just goes red. So as it goes red, you see her standing right here, wearing the red hood. Yeah, she's wearing the red hood. The red thing. So now, she's wearing the red thing, but we don't know, did he cut her? Because originally Joker said, you need to take your face off. So now you see her wearing that, so we don't know what he did to her with that knife. So, and it just ends right there, starring the Joker and Harley Quinn. What I did find out while I was reading this was DC presents Batman next to Joker's on Gotham. But anyway, yeah. So it looks like So it ends right here, and that's it. So, this was crazy. There's gonna be a lot of havoc. It seems like it's gonna be raised. So, again, gonna be back for number 14. I can't wait to see all the crossover they're gonna have, and Batgirl. Everybody's all ready. So yeah. So that's my review for the week, and my pick of the week. Everybody, thank you for watching. Enjoy your weekend, and have a good one.